All right. All right, guys. We are 2 minutes from an Armory Battle. We are the number 9 alliance facing the number 6 alliance. I can show you guys really quick. DTS has about 12 billion CP, and we have right under 8. So this is going to come down to just some strategy that we have. Hopefully we can take advantage of, gaining access to the armory first, reinforcing it. They do have a couple of industries. So they have an industry level 2 in Ralph, who's pretty powerful. But I do think my first troop is stronger than his because I have most of my equipment and stuff put into my first truck. And I have industry level 2 troops. I have about 30,000 of them. He doesn't have industry level 2, so he's really industry level 1. And the rest of the industry level 1s don't have any industry level 1s troops yet, except for maybe this guy here, who I did not scout yet. He just came into the battlefield. So let's scout his trucks really quick. Alarm to let us know. We got 49 seconds. Tugs has industry level 1. Bates has industry level 1. His first truck is stronger than mine, but he's at work, so I don't know how much he can actually contribute right now, So if I'm able to get into here first and my guys are able to reinforce me and we can withstand some of the rallies, we might have a chance, to actually beat somebody who's a lot more powerful. We're pretty close together, so everybody can come and just rally together. Here's Bates throwing in his main truck. So we got 7 seconds. Let's go. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, and I have control. And let me tell everybody. Now, they are taking the method of just attacking us straight out without any rallies, which is pretty stupid. I do not think they're going to be able to get us out. And let me just keep checking what's going on. So my troops are pretty low right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to super reinforce. With my next level of troops to let my old troops come home. And I can put some fresh industry level 2s in there. All right, so put my fresh industry level 2s in there. This truck right here, which is my main truck, is going to come home. Let me see. Oh, no, actually, it just sent the troops in there, and it kept my heroes, so that's even better. There's no way they're going to be able to get us out of this truck like this. This is a very bad idea. Again, trying to attack us, they are losing a lot of troops. So here's my troops. I lost about 1,000, so I'm going to go down to about an hour and do alliance heal. Tell everybody, keep hitting alliance heal, please. Now, we actually saw somebody doing this to us before, and that's how we know that it kind of works once you have a pretty strong, thing. So we're going to keep healing like this. And when it gets to about 5,000, we're just going to keep replacing the troops. Yep. So they just try to launch a rally. That rally is not going to work. They are not launching a rally by the strongest person. So we'll see if we reinforce again with this troop because we have about 1,000. We'll keep healing. And keep putting new troops in there. So this way we're not using any healing things. And we're all set, you know. Keep it here. No TVT. Just keep reinforcing and healing. So let's check on this again. I have about 5,000. When that gets about to 3,000, then I'll change it again. I also have one of the security offices, which gives us an extra 10% in defense. They had it, and I took it away right before the battle so that we can get some extra. So now they're resorting into trying to attack our reinforcements, which is not going to work. They are losing a lot of troops. Let me go switch now. And I know that they're like almost on the verge of giving up. So right now I'm changing my troops out. Yep, so my new troops just went in and old ones are coming out. And as long as we keep, now they're just trying to attack our things. You know, this guy just attacked our tower. He looks like a newbie, so we won't complain too much. But yeah, they don't have a chance in hell trying to do it in this manner. I have way too many industry level 2s. Again, I think I have like 30,000 or something like that. So let me just keep checking the reinforce. Oh, I got 10,000 in there. And if you look, those are all industry level 2s and industry level 1s. I don't even know why it mixed it up like that, but whatever. Yeah, so now they're just kind of like giving up on even attacking the armory, and they're just seeing if they can attack some trucks, which isn't going to work because my guys are pretty strong. Oh, well, they got us out. So we're going to start up a rally. As soon as my trucks come home. Let me see. Everyone join. And let me see the report. What happened there? That came from hot. So I still think I'm stronger than hot. I think it's just over time they kind of did whatever. All right, so let me join the Tugs rally right after. All right, so we got it back. And now we're going to super reinforce. reinforce. So I'll show you after the battle's done how that worked out. So we're doing a pretty decent job of healing. Let me move my healing up a little bit to right over an hour because many people are pretty active. And I'll keep checking my reinforce. Once it gets to about 5,000, it's probably when I'll reinforce again. All right, so right there, someone just hit us with a rally. So I'm going to reinforce it now because my troops are kind of getting a little low. Yep, so that truck just brings some fresh troops. As you can see, we're back to close to 10,000 in my main. And I know for sure DTS is steaming. So we've had a little bit of problems on our server with some of the leadership, you know, kind of treating us like we ain't shit, to be honest. But we knew we were growing. We knew that we were stronger than a lot of the alliances that, quote unquote, on paper are stronger than us. I believe we're right along a top 5 alliance. I don't think that we can beat the number 5 alliance now. I think we can give them a hell of a battle. And let's send some new fresh troops. And I think that, you know, in a couple of weeks, we should be able to. So let me send some more fresh guys in there. Let's go. Keep it up. So I know, like, you know, the attacks are kind of going down. I know they're trying to do as many rallies as they can. You know, King of Hell, he doesn't have a chance in Hell. His armory guys are just way too weak. I mean, I barely even met a debt in my soldiers. So we've had a pretty strong. Here's another rally. So after hot hits, I am going to send some new soldiers in. I know he can't do it right away. So what they got to do is they got to do a bunch of timed rallies. And, you know, that just ends up not being enough. You know, if we focus on just keep reinforcing, it's just, you know, they don't really have a chance in hell. And we're so close kind of to the armory. The only thing they could try to do is stop our reinforcements, but that's not going to work either. We got 33% control. They've taken the armory away from us once. We kind of got a little sloppy there, I think. But again, they don't really have a chance in hell, you know. It's almost like DTS Ralph has stopped attacking. I know they have lost a lot of soldiers, you know, and all they can do again is try to stop our reinforcements from getting in there. But again, we're pretty close. You know, so once I see a rally, you know, these regular TVT attacks, they're not going to do anything. But once I see a rally come, then, you know, I'll know that I really have to go and change my soldiers that's inside of there. But for now, in between, I'll just keep healing. So there goes another rally. And I'll super reinforce now. Oh. Nope, they took it. So let's team up. Hot is decently strong. Everyone join rally. My rally should be able to take it. Tugs is also starting one, so I'm going to join his with my second troop. Let me just go back into town and check what I have for troops. So I still have about 30,000 industry level 2 troops, so that's more than enough. I don't have to use any of my speed ups. Oh, now they got DTS Ralph in there. So we're back in control. I'm going to send another troop because I probably lost some soldiers in there to reinforce. So that lets me know that my first truck is much stronger than DTS Ralph's. So we're going to bring some fresh troops in there and heal back. So they can keep trying those rallies. And again, I'm a little nervous to show you guys during the middle of the rally. During the middle of the battle, you know, what we got going on as far as battle reports. I got to kind of stay on point. Jeez. I'm in a weird position. My hand feels like it's cramping up. Hope that's not what we call nerves. So I know they've lost a ton of troops. I know they've done a ton of healing speed ups. All right, so there goes somebody trying to. Oh, there's 2 rallies at a time. So let me send some new trucks. You know, those rallies they're not strong enough. It's gonna be Hot and Ralph. You know, they're gonna have to launch 2 rallies at a time. And I'm pretty sure my rally alone was enough to win that. So all they're trying to do now is trying to stop our reinforcements. We're already at 42%, and here we go now. You know, Hot's rally did not work. I'm sure it took some soldiers, though, so what I'm going to do is I am going to send the reinforce. So that truck is launching to reinforce, and it went from 100 to 8,000. I'm going to reinforce again because I don't like how many troops I have or don't have. And we got some people who are leaving the battlefield. I know they're hurting. This is a pride thing too. I know that the top leaders don't want us to win, so now I have this guy right here, Rusty 8979, who was attacking my base, but you can't do anything. I know you just RIP'd a whole bunch of your soldiers. You know, that was stupid. So we have another rally by Hot. So I'm going to send in some fresh soldiers because I know that probably took some. So let me get a super seed reinforce. I have 5,000. I still have 5,000 level 2 in there. Yeah, he's weak though. So you actually see a couple of people trying to look Hot right now. She's trying to start another rally. My my hospital's getting filled up, so I don't really want that. So what I'll do is I'll just heal all my level 2s because I don't want any troops to RIP. It's another person who's left the battlefield, so I don't have to super reinforce yet. Yeah, so again, and we've gotten to a couple of spats with a couple of the leadership. I know for certain they do not want us to kind of just, we handle this, and no disrespect to DTS, but, we completely dominated it. They didn't have a chance from the beginning. So I know for sure they don't like that. You know what I mean? Because it's going to allow us to kind of demand a lot more, a lot more respect. You know what I mean? I actually had, because I disagreed with some things happening. I had four members of the top alliance come in like zero my base last week. So I've been really focused on being strong, because at the end of the day, people only respect strength, right? Everything else, whatever. Diplomacy, only matters when you have some type of strength, right? So I reinforced again. I tried to, if they were smart, this still wouldn't work, because I just think I'm just way smarter at this point way stronger at this point in time. It would be Hat and Ralph both launching consecutive rallies. That's the only way that they can really get me out for any long period of time, when then I would just take it right back anyways. But nope, I have 9,000 troops, so let's keep healing. Oh, let me speed this up. My bad. Let's go back to 1 hour. Oh, I used quite a bit of resources there. So I know if I've used some resources, they have used a ton. And I know they don't like that. So, oh, no, I do not want to buy your resource deal for $50. Sorry. I still got some resources in these boxes. All right, so here comes another person. Who is this? DTS somebody. You don't have a chance, buddy. And this is why things like Frankenstein are so important, because it teaches you who's who, how to run rallies properly, who should be launching the rallies, and who should be reinforcing the rallies. Timing of rallies, things of that sort, And the zombie siege teaches you how to reinforce bases. And, kind of just how it works. So I'm still over 8,000. There's no need to kind of whatever. I'm just going to keep healing. They're going to do their best to just keep whatever, but I know they've lost a ton. And I'm sure once we go to the world chat, they're going to be like, what is happening here? Or maybe they'll just keep quiet. May, if you're watching, hi. Hi, Beth. Hi, Nat. I'm coming. What's up, Hitman? So, this worked out exactly like how I thought it was going to work. Here's Dirt Boy. Who is that? I don't even know where DTS Dirt Boy is. Where their base is, but he doesn't have a chance. There's only a couple of people who even has a chance to whatever. Just because I'm going to just change out my troops. I don't even think I need to at this point. I'm sure they have so many troops in the hospital. They're just like, no. Where's Dirt Boy again? That's one of his trucks, but... Oh, Yeah, he's level 25. Yeah, you're just completely wasting your time. You don't even see guys like Ralph even sending out soldiers anymore. Or Hot. I'm sure they're just thinking what the hell to do. I'm sure the other leadership is in there. Who's this again? I don't know who that was. I'm sure the other leadership is trying to tell them what to do, but there's nothing to do. Our strategy is perfect, and my first truck is too strong. And that's without Bates. Bates is actually our strongest first truck, but he's at work right now, so he can't help as much, so he'll just try to join rallies here and there when he can, do a couple of things, but other than that, they don't have... Oh, I'm over here healing 1 minute of troops at a time. How the hell did that happen? Let's check my rein first. I still have 7,000 troops in there. But because... I don't want to dismiss my troops. That would have been stupid. I'm going to... Wait a minute. What does that say? Whatever. I'm going to send my next truck in there. Just to refresh my troops. Oh God, I keep hitting this. That's to the developers. That's great placement. Now you can see that they're all lining up a rally for Ralph. But again, it's too late. I'm gonna send another thing of fresh troops there. So there goes Ralph right there. He's trying. I don't think he has a chance by himself. Nope, see, that failed. Did kill a lot of troops though. So I will reinforce it for my third truck. I think I had like 9,000 troops and killed like 6,000. This is so much bigger than the stupid purple pieces. This is a statement win. So again, this is utter dominance. Exactly what we wanted to show. Just because we just feel like we've been pretty mistreated. And we are a valuable asset to this server. And we'll show that again in the capital clashes. We have State of Supremacy capital clash and whatever. See, like these guys here, I mean, trying to attack with their regular trucks, they just have no idea how the math and the mechanics work of this game. Like it's absolutely worthless. Like you don't have a shot in hell. You're just literally killing all your troops. If your rallies can't get through, then your one truck attacking won't either. And they had the numbers too. They definitely had outnumbered us. But this game, again, this is This is about your strongest. So Ralph tried again. I don't even think he had a full rally that time. That's not going to work. Now I'm going to change out my troops. So I would say they should just give up, but they can't give up for obvious reasons. So now they can't really demand, certain lands, right? We allowed them to have the level 4 next to us, even though we knew we were stronger. We didn't really want to, cause any problems with us because we don't have any problems with DTS. But again, when I go to leadership, you're quote unquote NAP 5. They're all watching. You know what I mean? So we have a case to be made. Oh, somebody's ringing my doorbell. Yeah, super reinforce. Looks like that was probably the mailman. I think that was another rally, wasn't it? Yeah, but that was from somebody weak. Doesn't matter. Super reinforce again. I did use a bunch of my my resources last night on what did I use it on? My rider camp, because I am working on industry level 3. Oh, Jesus. I just run out of electricity. That sucks. Let me go into the shop and see if I can buy any, just a little bit from the VIP shop. Oh my God, that sucks. 250 rupees. You get 50% off. I should still have more than enough. And again, this is over. Because as much as I spent, as much as I've lost, they had to lose 10x because it's when you're reinforcing in this manner, you do a lot more damage to them than they're doing to you, especially because we're so much stronger. So they're losing anything that we're losing. They're losing multiples. So we've been working for weeks. We've been working together. Shout out to my team, shout out to my guys, everybody, especially my leadership. We've been doing an incredible job. Really working together, increasing tower strength. I won't name anybody, but yeah, shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? And again, these aren't all our strongest. This is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of our guys, some of our stronger guys are at work. We have a couple of people in Europe and Asia. It's further in the night for them or further in the day. So they're able to kind of be online, but for the most part, most of our alliance is American. So they're at that good old 9 to 5. And then we have quite a couple of people that are in Brazil who's about an hour ahead of us on Eastern Standard Time. And that'll do it. That's it. That's game. Let me see if I can show some of the rewards for winning. Yeah, you can see, like, you know, when they're making these attacks, it's just like you have no truth. Let me see if I can see one of the rallies really quick for you guys. Which one would be a rally? Ah, this would be a rally. So they had 60,000 troops. They had 51,000. They had 10,000 seriously injured. And then the lightly injured. So we had over almost 30,000 troops left. So his truck is stronger than mine. My tech is stronger. My heroes are stronger, and they have fighters. I have shooters. So we kind of went on that. Most people, because of the way they start, I have fighters. He has much more exclusive equipment. My hero equipment is stronger because I took all my equipment from my strongest equipment and I'll put it on my first guy. Because remember, your first truck is what matters in this battle. Everybody's using my tech. My soldiers are a lot stronger. One, because we have more, and actually, you know, we have the industry level 2s. So if we go down and we look at my guys, they say kills, 4,000 kills. So whatever. So you can just see that, you know, it's all green over here. We're stronger. And that comes mainly from my first truck with my guys just kind of backing me up, you know. Yep. Take that, number 6. Way to mother effing go, Warray. I can't wait to upload this. Let's see. Let's be a little petty. Let's see if I can find my guy. Just private chat him. This is one of the leaders that attacked me. Talking about we're only level 9 and how we shouldn't deserve, you know, why do we think that we deserve certain troops, such, da-da-da-da-da. So, be a little bit petty. Let's go. All right, so that's it, guys. Let's see if anybody even congratulates us. We'll wait a couple of minutes. I know they were all watching. Oh, nothing. Whatever. I'll upgrade you guys later on that, but hopefully you can take this and you can learn. I'm going to put this up for my alliance first, and then, you know, in a couple of days I'll put it up so everybody can see it. All right, later, guys.